Saskatoon Transit has added 2 brand new battery electric buses to its fleet, the first in the city and province.
Battery electric buses are a significant step toward building a transit system that meets the current and future ridership goals and our long-term sustainability goals. Transitioning to battery electric buses is a positive step towards cities' targets outlined in Low Emissions Community Plan and Climate Action Plan, which includes reducing emissions by 55,000 carbon dioxide equivalents by 2050 and increasing transit trips by 5% modal share by 2030 and 10% by 2050.
The purchase of the buses followed a 12-month pilot in 2020 where Saskatoon Transit evaluated the performance and feasibility of battery electric buses in Saskatoon's climate. With the pilot deemed a success, City Council approved an initial investment in battery electric buses in December 2021 as part of the city's $115.4 million fleet renewal strategy.
That project focused on the feasibility of battery electric buses in Saskatchewan's climate and Saskatoon's topography. So based on that, we determined that there is a feasibility in running the buses and having them available for service based on charging cycles and en route for periods of time. So the climate is one in which we can sustain having buses here, as well as the routing and the places they're going to be running. The bus itself, aside from the fancy logos on the side, pretty much looks just like any one of our other Nova buses on the road. The big difference here is obviously the drivetrain. It's a full electric bus, has batteries up on top of it, and it gets charged every night and during off-cycle times to go out in the fleet. Aside from that, it's quieter, it's greener, it doesn't have the same emissions you'd have on a diesel bus. The purchase price on this was approximately $1.3 million versus the equivalent diesel bus at $900,000.
With a typical range of 300 kilometers and a 3-hour charging time, Saskatoon Transit plans to closely monitor the specific greenhouse gas reductions, fuel savings, and maintenance costs.
We're currently engaged with the Canadian Urban Transit Research and Innovation Consortium, QTRIC, to provide a feasibility study with us, as well as an implementation plan. As part of that feasibility study, we'll have better information on how the greenhouse gases are going to be reduced and what amount, as well as the reduction in maintenance costs. That, along with our work with the federal government, is going to dictate the plan in which we phase these in and bring them on board.
The new battery electric buses will be assigned on rotation to different routes with plans to operate year-round.
Battery electric buses are a significant step toward building a transit system that meets the current and future ridership goals and our long-term sustainability goals. I encourage everyone to watch for the battery electric buses on nearby route and to experience the benefits and firsthand as we drive towards a greener and more efficient public transportation network.
For Rogers TV, I'm Eric Steiner.